Hello folks, it's 3 years after I posted my previous video about how to put things on your resume if you are looking for a career change. I wanted to thank you all for your support, and I've had requests for a template. So I have added those. So if you go to the original video, you can see there's a link to the template. I have it shared to the web via Google Docs, but if you go to the Google Doc version on the bottom, and you cut and paste that, and then you create your own Google Docs account. If you just push Control A to highlight everything on my document, Control C, create a new document in your Google Docs, and then push Control V, the formatting will carry over. So just to show you that now, we're going to do that. So I'm pushing Control A on my thing. So now it's all highlighted. So we can see that it's all highlighted. And now I'm pushing Control C right here. Now I'm going to, we're going to make a new link. So docs.google.com. So I've already logged in. So then we're going to click blank, okay? And then we're going to hit Control and the letter V. So Control V. And there is everything. And so I highly advise you make everything your own thing. You just change the bullets to your own stuff. Please do not copy everything. Please, if you're 16, you obviously haven't been working since you were 1 year old. So please change everything in accordance to the dates that you have been working. If you don't have a college diploma, put your high school diploma. Obviously, I have an error here that we're fixing. And if you haven't been to high school, I'm going to cover this, what you can put and why it doesn't matter that you might not have a high school degree because, pro tip, no one checks. So if you are super young and you've never had a job, what I would do with this template, you have had a job, you just don't realize it. If you have ever done babysitting of your siblings, or if you've ever done dirty work cleaning the garage or washing cars for a relative because you wanted a video game system, so you took on extra house chores, guess what? That's a job. So let's say that you're 16, okay? Never had a job. We would make it maybe just one job instead of two here. And we would put something like, instead of babysitting, we would want it to sound a little more official. So we would put childcare. And you would put, if you're 16 now, you would put 3 years ago from today's date, so to the present. And your duties would be stuff like preparing meals, supervising children, making sure they get, proper cleanup before bedtime, and communicating with parents to make sure you took care of their child's needs, etc. And then let's say you didn't do babysitting. I guarantee you every single teenager has done some extra cleaning for your parents or for a relative at some point in your life. So you're going to put part-time cleaning services as your job. It doesn't even have to have a name. And then again, 3 years experience. So you're going to put in, professional cleaning, organizing, washing cars, doing dirty jobs for local families within your neighborhood. So those are the kinds of things that you would put if you've never had a job, or if you've ever had volunteering. You could maybe put, cleaning or babysitting here, and then you would put volunteering here, and you would put maybe your experience in the Girl Scouts or when you did fundraising for your local sports team. So don't assume that just because you've never had a job that you're not valid. You are capable of doing work. You're capable of getting hired. You just got to think a little bit creatively. And once people see that you have the attitude that you're willing to do work, they're going to hire you. Now, what about if you have not graduated high school? Well, you could put the year you graduated middle school. You wouldn't have to put Middle school, you would just put name of school and then the year that you graduated from that school. But and then what if you have never graduated high school? Well, I don't want to destroy everybody's life here and just turn your world upside down. But I didn't technically finish high school because I was homeschooled. And where I did homeschooling, there really wasn't an official way to quote graduate or do SATs. So I never did my SATs. I never graduated. All that really happened was that my family printed up a high school diploma. So when it was time for me to go to community college, it was required to provide transcripts. So my family, aka my school, provided transcripts, which were done basically just printing them up from a computer, describing the classes I took, and making up a grade because we didn't give out grades. It was like a homeschool. So you just put good grades and then that's what we did. And so if you have not finished school, I guarantee you, if it's a job in the food service industry or a job in retail, they don't care that you haven't graduated from high school. They just they want to know a few things. They want to know that you can spell. So you're going to want to be extra diligent, have a friend or family member look through your resume to make sure that your spelling is great. They're going to want to make sure that you show signs of motivation. And so in addition to this resume, you are going to put up a cover letter. You can Google cover letters. It helps to maybe put in the business owner's name or the name of the business. I would type up a specific cover letter for each business, like, "Dear Mom and Pop Pizza Place, my name is Johnny, and prior to having interest in working at your pizza place, I've been doing summer cleaning and lawn mowing jobs for the last 3 years. While I've never worked at an at an official company, I have good references with these three families that I've worked for the last few years, and I look forward to working and making pizzas at your establishment. Please contact me at this phone number. Here is my availability. I have availability nights and weekends. When I am not in school, I look forward to working with you. Sign your name. You're going to actually sign your name with a pen. So they want to know that you're motivated. They want to know that you know how to do things. They want to know that you can follow through. The fact that you have not finished official schooling is no indication of your future success as a person. Do not let that you have not finished school stop you from trying to get a job, or think that you don't, because you didn't finish, that they're going to care. Because if they need an employee, they need help. And 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you that they're not going to go back and look and check and see if you've graduated. And I'll be straight with you. I have an arts degree and I've applied for jobs in completely different industries. And I realized that when I put that I had a theater degree, that more corporate companies frowned upon that. And really, I've done enough self learning. You can learn so much online now. So you don't just learn in school. We can learn on YouTube, just like you're doing. If you want to know how to type, take some free classes. There's free apps. If you want to know how to have better grammar, how to construct a nice cover letter, there's videos that can all show you how to do that. Any skill that you want to learn, you can most likely learn it for free on the internet now. So the world is not what it was 20 or 30 years ago. And not finishing school, maybe you had an unfortunate circumstance. Maybe your family had to move a lot, and so you were always changing schools. Maybe there was some kind of emergency or health burden that prevented you from graduating, or a national disaster. I spoke with somebody who was afraid she couldn't get a job because she didn't finish school, because her house literally was on fire, had a massive fire at her house, which meant that she had to move. And then when things came around to it, she just couldn't graduate. And so don't let the lack of graduation, the lack of physical diploma stop you from applying for a job. I have never, ever, ever applied for a job where they have asked to see a physical printout of my diploma, or they have asked to see a physical printout of my transcripts. They want to know that you can show up on time, that you follow through, that you are prompt, that, go into work, be there 10 minutes early on your first day. For your interview, maybe do a drive-by before the interview to figure out exactly where the office is that you may be interviewing, and figure out, do you need to pay for parking? Do you need to allow an extra 20 or 30 minutes to find a place to park? Be extra prepared. And when they see that you're motivated and you're confident, even if you don't feel confident, fake it till you make it. Give them a nice smile. Give them a nice handshake. If it's not a very casual job, I would not show up to a job interview wearing just a t-shirt or grubby clothes. I would not show up wearing anything that's wrinkled or has stains on it. Take care. If you are a male with longer hair, groom your hair, maybe put it in a low ponytail so it's very neat and tidy. Make sure that you have maybe a nice button-down shirt. If you don't have the money to afford business clothes, I want to tell you about something cool, and these are called Buy Nothing groups. And so Buy Nothing Project is a project that it's an app, but not many people are on the apps. So if you are in a local neighborhood, that like part of San Diego, where I'm from, there is a city called El Cajon. So you would maybe look up El Cajon Buy Nothing, and on Facebook, you would join that group and you would say, ask, looking for men's interview clothes. I have a job interview coming and I need clothes for an interview. Here's my shirt size. Here's my waist size. Here's my pants size and my inseam. Here's my shoe size. And I guarantee you, people will come forward with clothes that you can wear. And there's also, there's other organizations, but Buy Nothing is a great place to start. So even if you do not have professional workwear, you can literally get a nice button-up shirt to wear for your interview, even if you have no money. So don't let not having money or feeling like you shouldn't do the interview because you're not dressed well stop you. And if you have absolutely nothing else, just wear a simple black t-shirt and the nicest jeans you have and the nicest closed toe shoes you have. Just make sure your hair is brushed nice. Make sure that, you're wearing antiperspirant. When we're nervous, we sweat. Antiperspirant is the only thing that actually stops sweat. Deodorant just masks the smell. It doesn't actually stop your sweating. So get some good antiperspirant and show up early so you're not rushed. And you're going to get that job. And so I hope this second video helps some of you. I have put a donation link in the previous video, which I will also put in your next link. And even if you can't find a job, if this is all overwhelming to you and you are having trouble finding work, you can take advantage of local Facebook groups. You can even post in your Buy Nothing group and say, hey, this is me. This is what I do. I have this experience and these skills. I am looking for a job. This is my availability. Try to be as organized as possible. If you are interested in a particular industry, say, I am looking to work at a front desk at a salon. I am looking to be an assistant to a mechanic. I am looking to work for a cleaning company. That's another way that you can look out work. There's also groups for babysitting and nannying. And so you could maybe get CPR certified, do a little bit of first aid training, and advertise to do date nights. Even if you don't have CPR training, you can say, hey, I'm an experienced babysitter. I'm available nights and weekends. I can come to your house. Here's some references. Post a nice photo of you looking somewhat professional. So not a revealing photo, not a photo of you making a goofy face, just a nice photo of you looking like a normal person from the shoulders up, because then people do remember you, and it helps if they remember what you look like, especially if you're applying for an industry where it helps to look nice, where you're maybe going to be front and center. So you would maybe post, even if it's just a selfie. You can look up corporate headshots to get some idea of just a nice smile, appropriate dress, very conservative. Even if you have a selfie of you just in a business casual shirt and your hair is fixed nicely, attach that to your request in your local neighborhood Facebook groups looking for work, because the tool of social networking today is very powerful. And you can also ask your friends and your relatives that maybe they can make a post on social media, that you are looking for a job. And the more information that you can give, the better. And so let's say you were looking for a job, you would maybe say, like, you would make little bullet points like this. You would say, here's my name, I'm looking for a job, here's an in I'm interested in the following industries: babysitting, cleaning, retail, delivery, etc., etc. So just try to be organized, try to be clear and concise. If you speak a foreign language, share that. If you have any random skills at all, share that. Or maybe your future isn't working for a company. If you have some skill that you can figure out how to do on your own, I know lots of people that do little odd jobs that nobody else wants to do, working for small business owners, and you can kind of pick up little side jobs here and there. A great website for that is called TaskRabbit. So TaskRabbit is an app that you can sign up for and share whatever random skills that you wish to do. And you can make a lot of money doing this, especially if you're strong, if you are motivated. There is no limit to what you can accomplish. So don't look at it like you need to necessarily have an official job. Even if you only have a few hours, if you're maybe going to school, you could do little things here and there on TaskRabbit as your schedule allows. You can pick and choose the job. If you're busy that day, you can't take the work, you just decline. Like, it's super easy. And then maybe if you do sign up on an app like this, see if you can rally with your friends and say, hey, can you maybe pay me $1 on TaskRabbit and then leave a positive review that I did good work for you? And that'll be a great way to help establish your credibility. Another app is rover.com. So if you love dogs, you can do dog sitting. Some people do overnight care. Some people just stop in. Some people actually stay overnight with the animals, feed the dogs, feed the cats, walk the dogs, clean the litter box. So there's so many things out there that you could do, that even if you absolutely suck at writing resumes and it's just your least favorite thing to do, there's options. If you can't spell, there's options. If English is not your first language, there's options. And don't let anything hold you back, because there's just so much available now. So yeah, thanks so much. Hope this helps you. And if you have any questions, or if you are hitting a dead end that you are maybe feeling is a reason that you would have trouble finding employment, feel free to post in the comments, ask a question, and I will try to answer. So happy rest of 2022, you guys. I hope you have a prosperous 2023, and enjoy creating your own path and finding new gigs in the new year. Bye, guys.